Welcome, y'all,
Welcome back to Junktojems Homestead, y'all.
to the Gemstead today. Um, it's hot, y'all. I'm here to tell you. I don't know if anybody can read this right here, but this is inside the barn at 103. Just about 10 minutes ago, before we went live, it was 105. Now, this is without the heat index. This is just straight temp, y'all. So we are kind of looking forward to some cooler weather.
Yes, and it's gonna be coming soon, probably next week or so. I think it is.
Yeah.
And there should be some cooler weather coming.
And,
Um,
and yes, we had some tragedy yesterday, and we'll tell you all about that here in just a little bit.
yeah, we see
Um,
Peterson here, Miss Janice,
I see B Patton, not sure what to expect.
Dolores.
Well,
Yeah,
it was,
it wasn't expected to us
you
to.
know, it was a raw day. There ain't no doubt about that.
Finance, Greg and Gina.
Greg and Gina, hey, we all been hiding out somewhere. There's Gloria Westmoreland. Okay, howdy, howdy. I'm having to read the phone, y'all, a little bit because I can barely see the computer over here. Uh, on the bottom with M&D. All right. But anyway, y'all, yeah, it's Rhonda Cagle. Howdy, howdy. She's a member. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Um,
Susan Jacobson.
Susie. So yeah, it's yesterday was not a way we wanted to wake up. Anyway, it was just rough. But if y'all have seen the video tonight, you can see that we've gotten a lot done out in the front there, out here. So it's really, really starting to come. It's like the whole front of the property is starting to come alive now, and it's like, wow, now we can starting to see some true, cool potential with all of it. You know what I mean?
We got Firefly in here.
All
Hello.
right, and I can't read that one. Paco Smith from Holland. Oh, very cool.
Holland. Awesome. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. I've been there once to Holland. I went into I'll be darned if I can remember the town, but it was right over the line there. I remember them waking me up to check my passport, and I got in there and I stayed a few hours, went and had a drink, and then I got back on the train. And I had no idea where I was going, and come to find out, I got on the train to go back. So I was like, man, I didn't even get to experience any much of it. So
I would take 72 duty right now.
all day,
All day. I
yes.
would take 72. Yeah, it's like 100 and something.
There's a Nona Milton.
Feeling. So, hey, Stuart.
So yeah, it's been a hot one, y'all. Yesterday started out, really grand. You know how we do. We get up early in the morning. We get up around 4:30, and we have our coffee and we sit and watch the news a little bit and just kind of chill and play with the dogs and we try to respond to comments and what have you like that if we can get woke up enough. And then and then we get out there and get working as soon as it gets
Hey,
daylight.
Paul.
And we get after it. Yesterday, like any other day, we thought, man, it's gonna be a nice cool day.
Mhm.
We're gonna get out there and start doing our thing. Excuse me, I got the hiccup for some reason. And uh,
And yeah, and Gary actually started to work, and then I went and to go get Miley transferred schools.
right.
So and yeah,
So we're just gonna tell y'all. So she went to go get Miley into the new school, and I told her, I said, when we get back, Bailey's not acting right for some reason. He's just not being himself. The day before, he just slept a lot, which is not normally like Bailey, but we didn't think much about it. We thought, well, maybe he's just feeling a little rough because they do go through that sometimes.
yeah, they
And
just yeah.
by the time Mary got back, I was like, Mary, we need to call the vet because he is definitely not acting right. Like he won't get up and he won't eat a treat, which is normally about that time in the morning. He's coming to me looking for treats, and I asked him, I said, "What time is it?" And he'll look at me and look back at the treat bag, and and they'll walk over there and stare at the treat bag. and he didn't get up. He didn't move. So
You're Michigan life.
he finally got up and he walked outside for a few minutes and he stumbled and he like was bobbing and weaving. He walked back inside, fell over on his bed, and then his head fell over and he had a seizure, and that's where he passed away.
Yeah. So
So yeah,
yeah, one of our
I was on the phone with the vet when he passed away. I was like, you know, he's not acting right. He's not drinking this morning. Something ain't right with him. I don't know what's going on, but you know, and he's like, well, what did he do yesterday? I was like, he just slept a lot yesterday, but he seemed like his normal self, just slept a lot. And but yeah, that was I was on the literally on the phone with the vet, and the vet's like, bring him in right away. And then, you know, like I said, he had a seizure and he passed right then and there.
yeah, that was totally unexpected.
And if for most of y'all that know, you know, Miley was his human, you know, and you know, he slept with Miley. He basically up in her bed all the time. He was wherever Miley was at, he was at. So that was y'all know me in death. I don't, you know, I usually don't get rattled too often, but that was a special dog. I mean, he had a very special personality about him, and yeah, he's gonna be missed. You know, that was. I actually cried yesterday. Like I said, normally I'm pretty stout with that, and I actually cried yesterday. So that rattled me hard. I just see Drew in here. What's
Yeah,
happening,
Drew's in
brother?
here.
K62. Drew finally slowed down a little bit to get him alive. What? And Sassy Cat. And we got Lori Carr. So yeah, it was yesterday was pretty devastating for us. We didn't get a lot done, so we had to get out there and get stuff done early this morning. Trying to get this all prepped out here so we could do some collaborations. We got still trying to catch up on a bunch of bills from trying to get moved over here. So
Yeah, thank you, Stuart.
Judy Grimm, yeah, it was sad, Judy. It really was. It broke our heart. All of us cried. Like it was hard. He was like I said, that was a special boy. Like it's a little even a little hard talking about right now, but
Yeah, a little bit.
uh, um, he was it was just one of them days, you know. That's now 3 dogs we have lost since we've been up here.
I mean, the other two was
Yeah,
expected,
we
you know.
expected them because you know they were older than dirt as it was. So Gary, see Paul Henderson used to be a German Shepherd and lost a few in my time. Nothing brings me to tears faster than losing my animals. I know, right, brother? Normally, like I said, normally I'm pretty okay with death, you know, but it was just the fact that it was so sudden and out of the blue like that. Just that's what rattled us the most. Like, you know, like I said, just went from feeling a little bad one day and then all of a sudden just having a seizure and dying.
Yeah.
Like we tried to resuscitate him and everything, and man, that rattled us. That rattled us hard.
Yeah, it was a difficult thing. Oh, thank you, Karen.
So, yeah, that's what we've been dealing with.
Yeah, since yesterday.
Thanks, B,
Yeah. Well,
and thank you, everyone. We appreciate that. We appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'm crying now.
yeah, he got married crying again. Like I said, I actually cried yesterday, and that's usually not like me. Normally, I'm just like, you know, okay, it is what it is, and let it go.
Yeah.
Now, when the old parts passed away, when we were in Waldron, you I expected that. In fact, we were surprised they actually made it as far as they did. We didn't really think they would even make the trip.
Kathleen, he was only 2 years old.
Yeah, he was one of the puppies of the bunch here. That was Bandy and Audie's brother. Um, so yeah, 2 years old. He I don't know. It is what it is. Like I said, he was special.
Yeah, he was special to our hearts.
If you go back and watch some of the shorts, like from
And that's one that actually got us off.
got us going on
Going
YouTube.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he was a hit. Was him jumping in the pool.
Yep.
So
He used to love jumping in the pool with Miley. Boy, that was his thing, boy. Let me get in the pool with Miley.
Oh yeah, Mariko. Yeah, I mean life does go on.
Yep.
It's a sad moment, you know. That's
So
all.
we just had to get through yesterday and deal with it. And now here we are today, and we are trying to stay positive.
Yeah.
We had some comments the other day about, y'all stay so happy and so positive through even all of the stuff you go through, and how do you do it? Well, here's how we do it. I got told a long, long time ago, y'all, when I first got out of the military. Old man told me, he says, look, you can wake up every single day and you can deal with this crap and you can let it control your life, or you can wake up every single day and make a choice. You can make a choice whether it's going to be a good day or it's going to be a bad day. I don't care what life throws at you or what your
Yeah.
brain throws at you. Make that choice. And every time one of them crazy thoughts gets in your head or one of them bad thoughts gets in your head, you say, no, I'm not dealing with that. I'm going down that positive road. So, and that's just how we get through it every day.
Now we don't think it's pretty cheap. What you said, I don't think it was pretty cheap.
No. Like I said, like we told y'all a long time ago, the mom and dad are brother and sister. So to have one or maybe two that would have some medical issues is a good possibility. When we got them to was right at the height of the pandemic, the whole COVID thing. So we couldn't find a vet to fix them. And they were young. They were, 8 months old. They they had got together and had puppies. And when they did have puppies, that's why we just decided well, one, they were so cute, but two, we knew they were going to be issues along the way.
Thank you, Tracy.
And we just decided to keep them. Thankfully, we still got two of the puppies left that are just fine and healthy. And, there's other puppies that are just fine and healthy.
Yep.
That we know that people still got them and they're doing great. Bailey was just, he was special right from the get go.
Yeah,
we knew there was something about him that, just in case we didn't want to let him go. Mary convinced me to keep him, and I was like, okay, let's just keep him then, because you can just tell he's a big special goofy dog, and he really was a very cool dog. He had a great cool personality, and he loved Miley to death, and yeah, that was.
Yeah, but life does go on, and yeah, there's a lot more things that we gotta get to.
And Audie's kind of stepping up and kind of taking place with
Yep.
with Miley now. Like
Yeah.
she's been showing Miley a lot of extra love, and so it's kind of like she just kind of knows, And I don't know how much dogs really realize that or grieve, through all that. But since yesterday, they all kind of know that something ain't right. Like Smokey is not usually a big love bug to me. Normally he just wants to come up and get a treat and get a few pets, and then he goes on about his way. But he's usually up on Mary's lap. And since yesterday, he's been really, really close to me. So it's almost like like they know, but they don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm glad dogs don't carry a whole lot of emotion with them. I missed those. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm missing comments. That's what we got. Mary's over here trying to catch them as much as possible. So yeah, that's been a challenge.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Miley's a hardworking girl. Yes.
Ain't no doubt about that. She does pretty good.
So yeah,
She's down there hanging out with Artie
that was
right
our
now.
little bad news for yesterday.
But we'll move on.
We're moving on, and we gotta.
Like my mom always used to tell me about death. Get it out of your system. Take the day, get it out of your system, and move on.
We did.
Life is too short to be. Great work on your place. What I missed that?
What's this week, you guys? What are you doing this week?
This week we got a lot coming up this week.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we do. I mean, shoot, Miley gets to go meet her teacher on Thursday.
Yep.
So that's a big thing that she is so excited for. I mean,
Amen to that.
And I know school start in like I believe the 12th. Tuesday. And
oh yeah,
and
6 more days.
Yeah, and then we'll be me, blah, 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 blah,
She
blah, blah.
just got them new lips at Walmart.
And
Y'all
me and
forgive
Gary's
her.
gonna end up be working, on the property more and doing the.
Yeah, until we start building, we're just basically going to focus on like getting that area cleared and
Pretty much
for
like,
the house and kind of figuring out where it's going to be and park things out to where when we get the dozer guy to come back, we're going to have him come in there and clear that out, and then we'll go from there. But for the most part, just taking out the trees that we know we want to keep or get rid of, and ones that we want to keep, and kind of area that, cleaning that. Also, we're going to be working on a shop that's coming up real soon. Um, I've still got Betty Boo's band to finish. As soon as the parts come in here, hopefully they'll be in here next week. For some reason, they were on back order and taking a little extra long to get here, but we're gonna get that, make it happen. And also, we're gonna be keep working on this front out here, y'all. You know that if you've seen it, we've been kind of beautifying some stuff out here, man. Like we're making that stuff look good, man. You know, like downtown, like Judy Brown, man. So, but now that we've got all of that extra stuff cleared out here, now it's going to be start getting some insulation on the ceiling in here. We got all that wood from O'Rourke's, Jamie and Kevin.
yes.
So now that we've got this cleared, we can focus on having a little area to start running the table saw and getting all them pieces ripped down. It was a little challenging having the table saw set up with all of that, with everything going on out there without having a clear area to do it, you know what I mean? And be able to get rid of the excess. So that's what we're going to start on soon.
Yes, we definitely got to get this barn done.
Yeah.
And we got to get these windows
Tightened up inside.
tightened up
Yep.
here too before the winter. Because, yeah, we only got like maybe what, 2 months
2
or
more
so.
months, yep.
And then winter's gonna be start coming, and we're gonna freeze our little chickies up if we don't do anything.
So next month, we're probably going to go get a little bit of lumber. We're going to find somebody that will help us go up here to Sunrise and get some lumber, and I'll put that on the table saw and start ripping some. So basically, I'm just going to make some 2x2 frames, and we're going to wrap them in plastic, staple them up, and stick those in each hole for the holes around the barn, and then we'll start putting the insulation in. Hopefully, we can start getting some of these doors tightened up.
Yeah. We still gotta go get that other barn though too.
Yeah, Charlene and all them, they all said, Jacob all said that, we could have that door over there. And so we got to be able to get over there somehow. I think, what was his name again? Charlene's other son said he'd be more than happy to haul it for us if I come over there and help him get it down. So he's been tearing down a chicken barn and getting us a lot of stuff. And now that our trailer is almost completely emptied, all we got to do is go out there sometime this week and get the lawnmower, the zero turn, unloaded off of there. And then I can let him come get my trailer and we can go over there and get the barn door and the rest of the insulation. Mm-hmm. So then once the barn door we get here, then all we need is we just got to get some heavy duty hinges ordered so we can put that door on. And then we're going to go ahead and seal that end up completely. Yeah. And start working on throwing in all the insulation. That's going to be the fun part right there.
I mean, yeah, we've already started some of that. We've gotten like one wall almost done. And then we got to get the roof done.
Yeah.
We definitely got to get that roof done. And the rest of the sides on these two sides here.
So that's pretty much between now and before we start doing the insulation. We've got the door that's missing on the barn. If y'all haven't seen that, the door that's missing, we found a door off another chicken barn, just like that, same size. But we need lumber to go across that front there because how that front is being held up, I really don't know. If you go down through there on the bottom across that front door, if you look in some of the videos, you see that little screen door we have there. There is no wood underneath that. Why it's still standing there and not letting that corner of the barn collapse, I don't know. It's all so rotted. I went and poked at it the other day, and my finger went through a 2x6 like all the way in without a problem. The rest of it is completely gone, and it's sitting. Nails are just holding it up, sitting on the brick. So, like I said, why it hasn't collapsed yet, I really don't know. But that's something that's got to be addressed ASAP. So I think that's where we're going to start right there is getting that addressed. Because I'm afraid if I hang this other barn door up here, that's going to collapse, and that's all. That's something we damn sure don't need. We don't need that corner of the barn coming down on us.
I don't think he was bitten.
No, he wasn't bitten by anything because I think he was just. I think he just had a seizure and or maybe had a heart issue or some type. And to be honest, we didn't want to take him to the vet and find out. It was it was he's gone. Finding out is not bringing him back. All the rest of the dogs are fine. So I just think he had some type of medical issue that just caught up with him real fast.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just one of them things. Like I said, he was a little on the special side, even though he was a smart dog. He was still a little on the special side. So
Um, it says,
what's that?
um,
Can I read it here? Kind of spin around just a little bit here. Um,
okay.
our dog just passed away the same way yesterday. Oh man, I'm sorry. Yeah, isn't it crazy that, like I said, he just
Yeah, that things are unexpected and things can happen.
yeah. And like I said, I think he might have had a medical issue already. I spilled the beans with some of the fram, and they are excited.
Mm-hmm.
Excited. Oh, I know it's got beans to spill, and you didn't share them with us. And you even got my number. Okay, Paulie's come on, spill it up. You're talking, all right.
Thank you, Susan Dickinson. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, getting this
Yeah,
insulated
that's going to be
big
the challenge. Yep.
I mean, not really. I think we already got a game plan on it, but
For the most part, getting on top of the camper is going to be, that makes it a little bit easier to get up there to the peak.
yeah.
Um, but we do got to get over there and get the shop going so we can get some of this stuff out of over here and build some kind of door for it over there so we can kind of at least somewhat secure it. But man, I really think it's really looking good out there. What's that? I've seen that one now. Raising a snake. I've been around a lot of snakes and in my time and had a lot of dealings with snakes and dogs and no, like my Jack Russell was bit in the face by a moccasin. Okay, if that tells you anything, you know, his face swelled up and he was fine in a few hours. You know what I mean? So yeah, it wasn't a snake. And they've got their fenced yard out here, so they,
And
you
we
know,
haven't seen any of the deadly snakes around
no.
here.
Other than that one that got up in Baby Ruth's van that day, I kicked him out of here and he disappeared. We haven't seen him since. But
Mhm.
no, it would be, with a snake bite, there are obvious signs like immediately. You know what I mean? You don't get 24 to 48 hours. And with him the day before that afternoon, oh, it was probably about noon. He laid down and just wasn't feeling right. And he just laid down and we thought he was just enjoying the fan. We didn't think much about it.
But Joe Jacobson, we didn't see any danger needles when we were back there clearing any of that property.
None of it. Yeah.
Any of that. I mean, and we were back there. I was recording. I was walking around back and forth. Didn't see one danger needle.
No,
And
not
I
one.
mean, they were like
The one in the van that one day, but like I said, I kicked him out and he disappeared. We haven't. That's the only one we've seen.
I mean, I'm not saying that they're not around us,
Right.
but they're further away from us. Then I don't think that there's never I haven't seen one single one.
And there's usually, like I said, we usually with snake bites, there's usually very obvious signs that something's happened. Like you're either going to get swelling, you're going to get, instant paralyzation of some type, No, there was none of that. He just didn't feel good the day before and just kind of laid down and kind of moped around a little bit. And, we didn't really notice him not drinking much at all. But the next morning, he seemed like he was okay. Like he got up and went outside and did his thing. And he came over and he tried. What I noticed it was when he tried to take a couple of drinks of water and he only just took a couple of sips. And then he went outside and then it seemed like he was fine. Mary got home and he come kind of trying to walk over towards Mary and then he staggered. And when he staggered and stumbled, he came right in the house and that's when he fell over and that was done. He just literally fell over on the bed and on his dog bed and that was it.
Well, that's what I was thought thinking too. Like he would get that, like that he would got into something, but there's not much stage you can get into.
No, there's nothing around here. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, we even thought maybe he got a hold of rat poison, but there's no way he could have even got a hold of that because it's up on the table. And, most dogs are smart enough not to.
And it's in a bag. So
It's in a sealed bag. So, and the rat poison we put out is like down inside the blocks. So it's not like he can really get to it. So, and that all the symptoms weren't like a poisoning either. You know what I mean? Like I said, he just all of a sudden got lethargic and fell over, and that was it. Done. Seized out.
anyways, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you would think if one of them did it, the rest of them would have done it too. So that. That's it. I think he just had. I think he just had some medical issues, y'all. I seen old Frosty B up in here. David Moffett, what's happening, brother?
B22, 422, or 420.
420.
Sorry, I'm seeing things on. I'm sorry.
She just wants it to be 422. No, you don't, because then it'd be 106 degrees or 105 degrees again. Don't do that. So anyway, that's what we got going on so far. What was sick? Shepherd was sick, is better now. Another one of the dogs have it now. Oh man, I have what? Did I miss it? I missed that part. Juan Rodriguez. Yeah. Thank you. We're trying to keep up with the chat is flying on us, y'all. So we're trying to keep up the best we can.
No Wanda. Charlie Grady.
No, Janice, he wasn't an old dog. He was only 2 years old. He was one of the puppies of the two here. So, of Smokey and Sadie. He was one of the puppies, 2 years old.
Oh, Claire.
Want to clip? I want to clip. Oh, that's funny. So yeah, we're just like I said, we're just trying to stay positive through this whole ordeal and just keep moving. We will be glad when it gets wintertime though, and kind of cool this dog off. So next year we can be a little more prepared with some AC because as you can see in here right now, we've got this little window unit is kicking as hard as it can. We are inside a barn, inside the camper, and it's still 86 degrees in here. It's finally come down to 102 out in the barn, which is that's zero humidity or anything like that. That's just the actual temperature out in the barn. That said, it's a bug.
Oh, weird.
So Shorty, her ears look great.
You don't have to put the dynamite.
I ain't gotta tell her. She's right here.
Yeah, she's been over here. She's reading a little book.
Hanging out with Audie.
Yep.
So don't be surprised. Smokey's right underneath the camera, y'all. So Smokey, that's the camera goes jumping around. He's laying there kind of looking at us and he like, oh, is it my turn yet? My turn yet? We shepherd
in the barn. Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be having a wood stove in the barn.
Yeah.
And that's why the pile of wood back there is gonna come in handy.
Let's see. Smoke, quit. Smoking. You can't move the camera, buddy.
Here we go.
He's like, oh, fine. Now I'll just get up here at the moment. Rotten? Yeah, you're the rotten boy, huh?
All right. One of our puppies passed. Jen and Kevin.
Oh, Jamie and Kevin. Yeah,
Me and
that's
Kevin.
that's the Bailey, the big boy. You remember Bailey? The big goofy one. Yeah, he passed away yesterday. Oh, I missed that one. Oh, that popped up so fast, went by me. I seen a $25 super chat from somebody,
Yeah.
but thank you.
Rhonda.
What is that?
Okay.
Oh, Rhonda Cagle. Thank you, Rhonda. We thank you very much.
This is for my all personal words.
Oh,
Well, all right. We'll definitely make sure that she hits that.
she's sitting here down trying to write with Audie, and Audie keeps putting her paw on the paper.
It's funny.
Audie's like, no, pay attention to me. I'm over here.
Yes.
They're asking what kind of breed they are in.
They are Australian Shepherd and Aussie Labradoodle mix. Their mom was she was a big girl, Aussie Labradoodle. So she looked like the typical Labradoodle, but she had the brown and all that, the tannish colors and the red colors that you see in them.
Oh,
And then the dad was he was just a stocky little Australian Shepherd. So
yes, Lauren's wife. Yes, that's what my grandma and them told me too when I was younger. So yes, I make sure that she moves them and yes, rotate them and all that. Yeah, we go in a ball. Yeah, yes, we definitely do that a few times a day.
yeah,
She cleans her hands and then she does that. But we clean them. Yes, twice
she's
a day. Yeah, we clean them.
let's see, West
I make
House.
sure of that.
And Greg and Gina, this is all thanks to you guys because y'all
Yes.
made that happen, and she's
Yes.
been extremely good about taking care of it.
Yes, she's been right on it.
Every morning she gets up, she does. See, how many 13-year-olds y'all know get up in the morning, will do their chores automatically without saying a word to anybody? We'll just do them. Goes and cleans her ears like she's supposed to, and then, okay, what's
Yeah.
next?
Yes. If it's a school day, I
Breakfast.
wake up, do that,
And
then go to
says,
school,
Then you go to
wait
school.
for the bus,
Do what?
or sometimes wait.
Hey, Brian. So yeah, I mean, come on, it's just rare that happens, y'all. Very rare. And here soon we're gonna get her on these guitars as soon as it cools down a little bit, where we can actually sit out there and pick with them. And, yeah. Right now we're just worried about getting the yard done, getting everything prepped for winter time because it's gonna be probably a wet one. If we found out that the winter times in Arkansas are wet. So we're trying to prepare for that and the cold. We're something we're not used to. But we will get there with that. I'm sitting here looking at a gap on the other barn door that I got to seal up too. And hopefully the wood stove should keep the edge up in here so we don't have to go through all that what we did last year.
Yeah.
I missed that. Good to hear something, and that was it. It's Shorty, you're an amazing young lady. Shorty, you're amazing. Careful, she's gonna get her head. She's listening. She's gonna get a big head. Won't be able to get her out the camp already. She'd be like walking around like this already, So her head would be so big she looked like she got one of them 70s afros and stuff over here.
I don't understand why you
She's sitting over here just looking at me like, you done lost your mind, Ed. Hey, Shorty, my drink had a hole in it. Can you give me another one, please?
Sure.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hand it over.
Oh, you want the can too?
Yes, I want the can too.
Brett. Oh, Brett. Hey, guys, you guys got to come up there. I know that's a long ways for y'all to come up here now, but we would love it if y'all would come up here and see the place.
We are ready for school.
Ready for school and cool.
Yeah.
Sardine gravy, bread and butt nuggets. Okay. Say hi to Deborah. Yeah, definitely Deborah. Brett, you and Deb got to come up here for sure, man, and come up here and hang out with us. Now we got to get Drew over here, Drew and Lindsay over here. They, believe it or not, y'all, Drew and Lindsay have yet to see this place. Have yet to come see it. But you all know how Drew is, them two stay so busy, and it's hard to get them over here. Sorry to give Dad what?
Surely give that. his hair goes like.
Oh, give me the fringes.
I need a balloon. I need a balloon to be.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny?
I look
To
like
give a
Doc.
sock and go blah. That would be really, really funny.
Man, this heat has been surprising enough. This heat and dry weather, it's been kind of like drying my hair out lately for some reason. I don't know why, but it's been, I don't know, making it feel weird. It's like I'm used to the humidity, and it's usually like really doing the thing.
How's
But
the chip working on the road?
it's working great.
Yeah, actually, they're working really,
Yeah.
really good.
Love to be able to get some dye and dye them and make it look cool.
Yeah.
Paint Junktojems in them.
Yes, yes, but I guess he is. Where did you
What?
ever get the perm?
No. Oh no, I take that back. I had a perm one time back in the early '80s, and just to see what it was like.
And say,
At the end, how's it going?
you had a perm?
Yeah, I had a
did
perm
too.
one
I
time.
did too. I had a perm, a straight perm.
No, I had a curly perm, and it looked goofy as.
And my hair is still curly as heck.
It just looked goofy on me because I was fresh out of the army, and I was
Thank
just.
you, Indiana.
My hair was growing out, so we just tried it just to have some fun with it. Man, no, I regretted every bit of that. And I don't know. I may even have a picture of it at once.
If we find a picture, we'll
I wish I had some pictures from back in my army days, but I didn't take too many pictures back in my army days. I was too busy either working my tail off or partying.
She can't tag right now. She's
On
on
the
her
phone?
phone. She's cooking dinner right now. I wonder
Ah.
what she's cooking though. Pictures and
And if it's any good, we're on our way, Andy Ann. No, okay. So hopefully here's y'all. We were talking about having a little get together, for the family and everything over here. But now that we've got this cleaned out of here a little bit, we want to wait till fall till it cools down so everybody can be outside and enjoy it. Because obviously we don't have any way to cool off in the AC over here yet. We don't have our pool or none of that stuff anymore. So we're gonna wait for it to cool off, and then once we get a nice cool night, we figured we'd get out here and have a bonfire and invite the whole family over, and and anybody else wants to come and join us and just have some barbecue and do it right. What? How the property has been abandoned for we're guesstimating around 10 to 12 years, somewhere right in there, from what all the locals have been telling us. So 10 to 12, that's quite a long time for this place to be out like that.
yeah.
The one older woman that lived up front right here, her husband passed away, and then I guess her sister had another house right next to it. That's one of the other houses that are broke down. And then their grandson had a mobile home all the way up front that finally fell in. And I guess they've all just moved away and moved on about their lives. And that's how the property became available. I have, like, we had lift over here. When I had lift over here, though, I did kind of venture out into the trees and got a little closer to that house, the backside of that house, to kind of see where the bathrooms were and how the layout was and how hard it was going to be to be able to get into that without destroying too much of the wood, so that we can use some of it. And it don't look like it's going to be that hard once we get either the backhoe over here or Jacob over here with a dozer. I think we can kind of pick it apart, so to speak, so that we can use a lot of that wood this winter. So we'll see. That's whenever you're tearing into junk, it is what it is.
Thank you, Brooks.
Rest in peace, Bailey boy. Thank you.
Here. Thank you all.
How many?
570.
Wow, we are rocking it, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
This is in honor of Bailey.
Yes.
To Bailey.
Yes, ma'am.
He was,
He
y'all,
was a good boy.
he really was a cool dog. And 88, wow.
Yeah, yeah. He had
That beef pattern?
beef pattern, yeah. Really,
Man, your
them
hair must be
things
longer
got
than
you
mine
got
then.
some long hair then.
See, mine was
Yeah.
when Mary and I first met. When I first met Mary, um, she
I
was
got
still,
you together.
yeah, she was still doing her own thing. But then when her and I first got together, I was just starting to let my hair grow out, and it was starting to get a little long. And I asked her one day, I was like, "Would you have gone out with me back then when we first met?" She's like, "No, your hair was too short." I was like, "That's funny." So now it's been what, 6, 7 years? About what I got here, about 6 years, I think.
6 years.
Yep. Yeah, you're 13 now, so yeah.
Yeah, we got together when I was
6. No, you were 6, almost. You were fixing to turn 7.
And then I had 7 done.
Yep.
Nuts.
Uh,
I still
267 likes. You what? What are you reading? Okay. I can't read them on the computer this way, and I can't barely read them here. I need a really big glasses, y'all.
Yes, if you get time, hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Paul.
No, folks. Our house looks like a dog has been shedding. What? No, it fall. Okay, it's talking about his hair falls out so fast. Looks like a dog been shedding.
No.
Man, you used to see the camper like when we first moved into the camper in the winter, or should I say this spring when
Big legs in
with
here.
with all the dogs in. Big Wave, we're glad you're hanging out, brother. We're glad you see you got power, unless you're hanging out in the car with the. So just so y'all know, Big Wave is right there in the Big Bend of Florida, where the hurricane just went through. Debbie went through there. So everybody send some love to Big Wave and Nelly down there. Hopefully they're both okay. My buddy down there in Tampa, he said everything was good with them. He said the streets are a little flooded a little bit, but the facility stayed fine. Everything made it through. All they got was water. Huh? I haven't heard from her since the last news that we got that the cancer was back and they want to try that new study. So I haven't heard anything back from her. So I can just imagine what she's dealing with. And her birthday is in July, y'all. So she's pretty hard headed. So it's one of them things. I just let her do her thing. When she wants to talk to me, she'll let me know. I mean, yep. Seven's just that way. That's just the way she is. When she's ready to talk, she'll come to you. So, she did give me that update, and I haven't heard back from her. And I sent her a message the other day asking her how she was doing. But I mean, I can't even imagine what the kid's going through. So,
yeah, Brian, are you in North Carolina?
Brian Wilkerson, yeah,
Yeah,
he is.
yeah, 70.
Inches of rain,
Yeah.
yeah, y'all are getting it. So, anybody in that path, y'all, send them some love, man. Reach out, yeah, check them out. I got 2 generators. Okay, yeah, he's got Big Wave said he's got 2 generators. Kevin's over there. So Kevin, do you have power now? Do you got power back yet? Because I know you texted me yesterday and said you didn't have any power. He did. Bailey had a great life. Bailey was, all of these dogs are spoiled rotten. Like, it's funny because even today when it was extra hot, like they would go in and out. They'd come to the door and they'd go out and hang out there and
for a little while.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
They'd run right back up their door. Look at us like we're ready for the AC now.
So we definitely take care of these dogs.
These guys are spoiled more than most kids are. You don't miss the hurricanes, Nona?
Yeah.
We never stressed the hurricanes.
Yeah, no, we really didn't.
It's like,
Where we were at, we were fine.
yeah.
So we didn't have to have any of those worries about that stuff. I mean, if you're closer to the,
Coastline,
shoreline,
yeah,
yeah,
but
then
we're
yeah.
even where we were at, even the storms would come through there, and like we might get some gusts of wind and stuff, and we get a lot of rain and flood out the road or something, or wash out the road. Should I say not flood it out, but wash out the road. But that was it. I mean, for us, it was more about okay, we'll set the generator up in the shop and get ready to plug it in just in case, and we got the pool, and if it goes, it goes. You know, go out there, hit the generator, stop, go. So we didn't really stress it too much. I mean, Floridians, and when you've been down there for so long, like when hurricanes come in, you're just like, well, stock up on beer, groceries, and water. The rest of it, party.
Can get hot. Yeah. And the electric.
Yeah. And you're going to sit there and sweat your tail off. So that's when you have the pool ready. That way you got water to flush the johns and a place to cool off because you're not going to have AC most likely.
All right, Jamie, I'm coming over to your house.
What's that?
I'm going to Jamie's house.
What's Jamie doing?
She's having pork roast.
Uh-oh.
She's having a pot roast. I mean, oh no, dinner pork roast. Yeah. Well, still, I would like that roast.
Big wave. Have to stock up on fuel for the generators. Well, yeah, but I'm usually stocked up on fuel for the generators anyway. Because like down in Florida, we always had tractors and toys and all that stuff. So we usually always had 10 or 20 gallons of fuel sitting around anyway. So that for us, that was no big deal. We were kind of used to that.
The tails?
There's Rachel, back to good. Michael flattened my old place. Oh, really? I missed the hurricane parties, right?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you do what you miss.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you're gonna get that, but I mean, it is what it is. It just like I worry more about tornadoes and stuff like that because some of the crazy crap I've seen with tornadoes, like pick up a semi truck and tote it, 5 feet off the ground for 5 miles, before it just slams it down in the ditch, and then I've seen pick up mobile homes and just take mobile homes and flip them right up on the top, set them down nice and easy and not barely break a window, so the tornadoes are the ones I worry about, but on the same note, I've seen tornadoes go through and just clear a path to destruction and take houses off their foundations and just destroy it. So you never know with tornadoes. At least a hurricane, you kind of got an idea of what's coming. You know what I mean? You know it's going to be rain. You know it's going to be flooding, and you know you're going to lose power. Prepare for it.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're in a flood zone, don't be stupid. Get the hell out.
Yes, get out of there.
Or get in a boat and sit in the garage and wait for the garage to disappear. When the garage disappears, you float away.
Thank you, Susan. Counting.
Brian, we get it. We lived in a mobile home in Florida, out of the four, let's see. We went through 3 hurricanes there together.
3 hurricanes.
Yep. And then 2 before that when my brother was living there with me. And most that ever happened was that we lost roofing off the lean-to and skirting.
And skirting that always kept on falling down. Yeah.
And we lost power a couple of times, but it was like, okay, fire up the generator. And we got through it, and it was only a day or 2, and we were done. And it's funny because I got a text from Levy County Emergency Management System the other day because I used to help them guys out when the hurricanes would come through.
Go days.
And I got a text from them and asking for help, and I'm like, I'm not there anymore, guys. Sorry, High and by, sad live for me. Feel for them. Thank you, Petrus. Yeah. It was a sad day, but
Yeah, but we're not trying to be the sad life.
No, we're trying to be the happy life, You gotta be.
Yeah.
We got it
out. We
Yeah.
got it out early. So
That's
we
honor
be
him.
no sad more. No more sad. 'Cause Life goes on.
Yeah.
We have to go on.
It does. You can't dwell on the whole all that.
Yep. 10-minute warning.
Like like my mom always told me, and like I've told y'all many times. You get it out of your system. You take that 24 hours, you get it out of your system. And even Mary had to get on to me a little bit about like,
Oh.
it's not your fault. You didn't do anything. You didn't let this happen. So, because I felt like I could have done something, but looking back, no, there's no way I could have done anything. I could have known.
Okay, definitely.
What's that? Again? Oh, I know, Milton. Yeah, that would be awesome, Anona. We would love to have you come down and hang out with us.
Definitely.
Probably going to be in the fall.
Do you all miss Florida?
No, not really.
No, I don't miss Florida. No. I actually like it here.
Because even with this 101, I mean, I don't know if y'all can see this now. It's still 101 in the barn, and it's 551. Okay. In Florida, if it was 101 degrees, you would have 90% humidity out there, and it would feel like still 115. So yeah, this is fine for us. Like, yeah, you walk out the door and it's like an oven hitting you in the face. But you know what? We'd much rather deal with that than the oven hitting you in the face and then you immediately start sweating before you get down the steps. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you for being my. Thank you for sending me. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Tracy from TNT Adventures. What's happening, girl?
Yes. Judy Young. Hello.
What's that? Sorry for the lot. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That's all right.
Oh, okay. We don't really miss Florida at all. I mean,
Yeah, we really didn't even go to the beaches very much.
No.
So, and we did go to
the springs a lot
springs
and the river a lot. Yeah. But, and those are the two places like, the river's fresh water, the springs are fresh water. And the springs are so cold though, you can't really get in the water a lot. I mean, you can, but it's cold. That water is 72 degrees year round coming up out of the spring. In the summertime, you do nothing. I mean, it's so hot when you hit them springs. It's like, oh my God, no, you ain't no, you can't deal with that.
Yeah, yeah, that is so true. Oh, I can't handle it.
It's 101.7 out there right now.
Yeah, no, I can't handle it since we're inside.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
it's still
outside.
This 87.3 is inside, right here where we're sitting.
You see that? Yeah.
And to us, this is comfortable sitting right here. 87.3. This is comfortable. We're happy with this.
Foster's now 72. 72 is not cold. That's not bad.
Paul, we got up this morning, went out to the barn. When I first got up, it was 68 degrees outside the barn this morning.
Good this morning.
Yeah, felt really, really, really nice. Humidity was low. And turned on a little light fan there, and it felt really, really good. But like I said, this 87.3 in the camper right now, this isn't bad for us. I mean, the humidity is 46% inside the camper, it's 31% outside. So we got higher humidity inside the camper than we do outside in the barn. For us, 30% humidity is like, that's dry. I mean, that's like kicking up dust out there.
What are you eating, Dumpy?
Actually found these really cool chips I didn't know before.
He's always trying. He's always eating, y'all.
Please.
Spicy nachos.
Yeah.
I don't like these.
Spicy one. Hello.
Smoke's like, hey, spicy. You calling me spicy over there?
He's giving me the stink eye.
So we're loving it. Yeah.
You
So
get time, hit that things up.
what do you think,
We
Smoke?
got 5 minutes.
So Smokey is now the only boy left in the house.
Yeah, and my little love bug, he is, yeah.
He's been kind of both of our butts the last 24 hours, like almost like he knows, but
Yeah, he's just right up on me right now.
but anyway, we had 60% humidity and 86 degrees Fahrenheit in my area of England.
Oh,
86? It hit 86 in England? Man, that's almost unheard of. Because I remember being in Germany one year, and you know, and I'm a little bit south of y'all, and to have it hit 86 one summer was like, wow. We did a Bolts march, and it was like, man, beer was going down. By the time you got that 5K over with, you were about half ripped and you couldn't walk anyway. Somebody poured me in a train. I was like 15. Yeah, I think I was 15 or 16 back then.
yeah. No, he didn't get hurt. He just
We think he had a medical issue
Yeah.
that just caught up with him because
and had a stroke and passed away.
yeah, because it was just way too fast
Yeah.
to for some reason. I mean, like from the afternoon the day before until that morning, like less than 12 hours, just all of a sudden, you know, do that.
90 milk and 90 something. Really? What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like 90, 91,
I
but
would say you think they're really
But-
they're about 80.
but they're like this, like 20% humidity, you know, unless it rains. But it does rain a lot in England, so
Yeah, that's what I thought. England, they have a lot of rain.
yeah, they're kind of like the Northwest here, you know, they get a lot of rain.
Mm-hmm.
But England's like a giant island, pretty much like Tasmania. In fact, speaking of Tasmania, we haven't seen him in a while either.
Yeah.
Last week we seen Jonesy, didn't we?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
on the radio.
All right. So Jonesy, if you're watching, brother, we hope you're okay.
Yes, yes. Hopefully you're doing all right.
What did David say? I seen something. David Moffat said something there.
81.8 degrees, 55 humidity.
Paul says, "Oh yeah, we get the rain." And that what was that? I missed it. It flew right by me. Thank you, Diane. We appreciate that. DVA, couple of days, right?
Charlene, all right. Have a good night. We'll see you soon.
And yeah, we got a 2-minute warning, so we just want to
Yes.
thank y'all for all the love and support for for Bailey. We really appreciated that.
Definitely.
Yesterday, I'm sorry we didn't want to put that out on a video yesterday because that was you really don't want to see this big goofy looking thing cry. I'm telling you, it's just not pretty when I cry.
Mhm.
All right. I get them old dog ear cheers and all that stuff. Screw all that. No, can't do it. Besides that, then y'all would think I'm just a big old sappy boy, and that ain't gonna happen. So, I mean, I got a soft side, but I ain't gonna have all that crying stuff on there on camera. But anyway,
And don't forget tonight, there's some of the family going on.
Yep.
Up next is it's all grading and goat days, and
and
then right after that is Ridge Lake.
Ridge Life. And
Tim at Ridge Lake.
we hear Goat
Yeah.
Days has moved.
Yeah, goat
So
days.
Tracy, you all alone down there, hon? Your
Yeah.
kids have moved away. You kicked them out the nest. Said, get out of here. Go home. Go somewhere else. Find a home.
And I believe after that is Sergeant TV.
It is, yes, it is Sergeant TV. So if y'all like the military thing, like we're a lot of us vets.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, they go live when it's about time for my bedtime because I am an old fart. You know how that goes. But yeah, Sergeant's Talk TV. Go check out them because that's MT Homestead and that's also Jason with White Rock. Them two teamed up, got a good channel going on, and they talk about some of the Army stuff. And for some of you vets, that's a good thing. Get out there and talk about it.
Yeah.
And associate with some folks like that because sometimes it helps.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
sometimes it just helps doing what I did. You know, I use the post-it notes and positive input on my own brain and fix it. Hey, Pops.
Pops, hello.
Hey, brother. Hey, thanks for that letting us use that machine, man. That machine put the dog's fence up there, and the dogs love it, Pops. We appreciate it. You know,
We're
us
that
getting to
for the
use that,
family.
man. You
That
just
was
don't even
awesome.
know what that saved us, brother.
Yes, yeah, especially our backs. But it is our time to get out of here, y'all.
Oh yeah.
It's
So
6 o'clock.
we don't want to
So
run over the grace.
go get Grady's, go get Go Days, and we will see you next week.
All right. We love y'all. See you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.